inside the UC Health Training Center for another edition of Broncos Country Connected. I'm Alexis Perry. Coming up, a deep dive into Denver's second preseason win over the Seahawks and a look inside FanDuel's exclusive star-studded Fan Fest from over the weekend. But first, speaking of stars, for our first player spotlight this year, we begin with Super Bowl 50 MVP Von Miller to learn what he loves about this game, this current team, and his new role as Valor's dad.
I love the game of football because I get to go out there with my teammates. We get to work towards a common goal. And it's just so much fun to work all year to do one thing. And I've really dedicated my life to the sport, dedicated my life to my teammates, and it's really nothing better.
All day, fellas. Hey, let's do it. Hey, let's do this. Leave it out there on the field. One play at a time for the brother next to you, all right? Let's go, man, let's go. Hey, grab the 3.
My expectations for not only the Broncos defense, but this Broncos team is to win games. But when you take a step back and you look at our team, at every single position, we have either an all-pro, a Pro Bowl player, or a dog, a guy that can go out there and he can be the best at any given time. Our offense is loaded, our defense is loaded as well. We got the best safety in the league with Simmons. All of these guys are really dogs and great players, and when we connect the dots, man, we really have a great team. And my expectations for this team is just to win games. Not even thinking about Super Bowl or the playoffs. All that stuff will take care of itself. But I really feel like we can compete with some of the best teams in this league, and this is the best team that we'll be able to field in a very long time, and I'm super excited for this Broncos team. One trait that you have to make it to the NFL, you have to be resilient. Everything's not always going to go your way. You're going to meet players that get the best out of you. You're going to lose some. You just got to keep going. You just got to keep going. You're going to have injuries. You just got to fight through that. Whenever you get hurt, it's going to be a long road. You just got to chip away at it one day at a time, and to really overcome those injuries and get back on the football field is really nothing better. And it really changes your perspective every time you fight through career-ending injuries. I've had, 2. And they've been tough and they've been challenging, but they've helped me refocus on what football really means to me. I would describe my mindset as peaceful. I've had a couple of different mindsets throughout my 11-year career, and I've had the chip on my shoulder, I've had the angry, I've had the prove everybody wrong mindset, and this one is really the most rewarding. Not really worrying about on what people say, or not really worrying about social media. I just want to go out there and play football. I'm a grown man, I'm 32 years old, and I'm still playing a child's game, and it's so rewarding, and it's such a huge blessing to be out there every single day. So,
about 4-man rush, Newton in the pocket, he's hit and sacked inside the 5, the ball is free, Denver's got it, touchdown Denver!
I think it's obvious. The greatest moment of my career would have to be Super Bowl 50 when the confetti dropped. Not even the plays. We all work towards the winning that Super Bowl, and when the confetti dropped and you got to see Peyton and Wade Phillips and DeMarcus, where all these guys that have been, really playing for their whole career for that moment, and to be a part of that was super special.
I'm so proud of my guys. It's been every last one of the guys in the locker room that has got me to this moment right here. Could have gave up on me, but they kept pushing and kept being the type of guys that they are in the locker room. I'm very, very appreciative of them. Happy for Clady, happy for Ryan, happy for the O-line, I'm happy for Bronco Nation. We're gonna celebrate this one all summer.
My favorite hobbies would have to be DJing and playing golf. But really, golf has really had my heart this whole off season. I love everything about it. It's super challenging, and when you have a little bit of success, it's super rewarding. If we could, win a couple of games, I can get back out there. Golfing and losing games, it just doesn't go. It just doesn't go together. But hopefully we'll win a lot of games, and I have a lot of opportunities to go play golf. What I'm looking forward to the most about being a new dad is really just, being the type of father that my dad was to me. My dad is, he's been there for me since day one. He shows me what strength is all about and being consistent. And I wanna put all of that stuff on my son. So I've been, waiting for this my whole entire life, and I'm super excited about it. His name is Valor, Desean Miller, and his Valor stands for showing extreme bravery or courage in the face of danger, especially in battle. So I hope he really grows into his name, and he's a tough, brave little guy.
While we've yet to see the veteran play this preseason as he waits to test out his ankle on grass instead of turf, one rookie pass rusher has really taken advantage of the snaps he's earned this preseason. Last week, Vaughn had high praise for Denver's 7th-round pick Jonathan Cooper, saying he's been doing a great job picking up the defense and shedding guys, adding he just gets it. Cooper proved just how well he gets it in Seattle by racking up 2 sacks, a pair of quarterback hits, a forced fumble, a tackle for loss, and a pass defensed. And he wasn't the only one who had himself a game against the Seahawks. Here's a look back at Denver's dominant defensive performance and efficient offensive outing in Seattle.
I thought Teddy played well. I'm anxious to see what happens in Seattle when Bridgewater gets to start.
And we back out here again. One play at a time, guys. Hey, ground 3, 1, 2, 3.
Denver brings 6, forcing Magoo out of the pocket, rolling to his right, throws on the run, pass is intercepted. That is Justin Simmons right in front of the Seattle bench. Bridgewater, quick throw right side into the hands of KJ Hamler. Touchdown, Denver. Bridgewater floats one towards the pylon. That ball is caught inside the Seattle 1-yard line. This is Desean Williams. He is hit right at the line of scrimmage. Weiser wound up with the football in the end zone. Touchdown, Denver. Hitting 3 receivers right. Pressure on the way. Magoo sets up the screen. It's well diagnosed, and it's going to be an interception. That's Desean Williams. And that is the 3rd turnover created by this Broncos defense in the first half. Schlock shovels the ball ahead. This ball is caught inside the 35, inside the 30, 25 to 20, leaping over defender. Big play by Seth Williams, the rookie out of Auburn. Throws to a wide open receiver inside the 5, diving for the end zone. That is a Denver touchdown. And Sean Bayer, the rookie out of Iowa. The Broncos now 2-0 in the preseason.
Still to come, Lionel Bienvenu, Troy Rank, and Ryan Harris will break down the Broncos' 30-3 win against the Seahawks. Welcome back to Broncos Country Connected. While some thought the quarterback competition was finally coming to an end after Drew Lock's impressive showing in Minnesota, Teddy Bridgewater's poise and precision in Seattle has given this Broncos coaching staff a lot to think about. For more on Denver's quarterback derby and the Broncos' win over the Seahawks, here's Lionel Bienvenu.
Thanks, Alexis. Here with Ryan and Troy, and guys, all of OTAs, all of training camp, 2 preseason games, and Troy, we don't have a starting quarterback just yet. Now, Vic said that's a good thing because both Teddy and Drew have played well, but if they were even going into the Seattle game, if they were even, in your mind, where do they stand right now after Teddy and Drew's performances?
Well, again, I think it was Drew's job to lose, and I think he lost it because Teddy played so well. He finishes the first 2 games 16 for 19, 84% completion percentage, 2 touchdowns, 24 team points, and that one big drive, the 16-play drive, that lasted longer than the lines at DIA for the train for my flight out there, Lionel.
Oh, no.
I give it to Teddy.
All right, okay, there you go, Teddy. Now, Ryan, we knew Teddy could play, right? I mean, the year you won the Super Bowl 2015, he was 11-5 in Minnesota, 5-0 in New Orleans in 2019. Of course, there was 4-11 last year in Carolina. But do you believe the Broncos coaching staff might feel more comfortable with Teddy at this point?
Well, players too, because players were moving and shaking. They got that big 4th and 5 to Jerry Jeudy, and you had Teddy Bridgewater weaving up into the pocket, standing just a yard behind the line of scrimmage and delivering a strike. Also, he continued to move the tempo, so it looked like the team was feeling that juice from Teddy Bridgewater, so the coaches have to as well.
All right, well, whoever is the starter, guys, chances are in the NFL, chances are the backup is going to see action. I mean, and Troy, this could be one of the best quarterback situations in the NFL, because really, if we have co-number ones, nobody's separated from the other. Then if the number one guy goes out, then another number one is coming in.
Yeah, listen, this is a situation that's hurt the Broncos the last couple of years. There was no consequence if Locke played poorly last year. Now you have options, and because of injury and ineffectiveness, Nigel, I expect both of them to play this year, and I think they're going to need them both to play well to get to a winning record and possibly the playoffs.
Well, Ryan, we talked about your Super Bowl season in 2015. You were blocking for Peyton Manning, and then you were blocking for Brock Osweiler.
Yeah.
Brock came in, played 7 games, went 5-2. So is this too close to call quarterback competition a good thing if you need the backup to come in and win games mid-season?
Well, you're going to need backups to help you win games. One of the things Gary Kubiak always said is it takes all 53. And this is no different anywhere else on the roster, Lionel. I mean, there are going to be receivers that go down and a backup has to come in. Linebackers as well. That's part of the NFL. The injury rate is 100%. The good news for the Broncos, both quarterbacks can win you games. And Drew Lock showed improvement as the preseason went on. So now you have a solid in Drew Lock and also, as you mentioned the resume, a great quarterback in Teddy Bridgewater.
All right, all this quarterback talk, of course, the number one topic of conversation in Broncos country. But we have to mention this defense, right, guys? 2 preseason games, they've given up 9 points. Starters, backups, 2s, 3s, 4s, 5s, 10s. I don't care who's in there. We got Chubb and Vaughn, stout D-line, corners and safeties, wow. And Troy, Jonathan Cooper in the mix. I'm having flashbacks to 2015 here. Well,
they're not there yet, but this is clearly the strength of the team. You mentioned Jonathan Cooper. He had 3 heart surgeries, was even out of OTAs. His heart was swollen. He finally gets cleared. All he's done is write a diary of havoc. 2 sacks and a deflection against the Seahawks. But the key is Fangio needs to trust his depth, Lionel, and this year he has it. I think it's going to make this defense even better.
Ryan, you're an O-lineman, but you know in 2015, defense wins championships, right?
Absolutely. And, you know, Bradley Chubb got some valuable time against Seattle. You also are starting to see, like, Baron Browning get some time. He only had 16 plays against Seattle, but that's going to be a key cog in the wheel. You've got production all over, and then turnovers, Lionel. So many turnovers in just 2 games, really a full game, 4 quarters for the starters. You got to be excited about the defense if you're a Broncos fan.
All right, thanks, guys. Great stuff. Now, every week here on Broncos Country Connected, sports anchor Nick Rothschild will bring you the player's perspective, the personalities, the man behind the face mask. And you want personality? KJ Hamler's got it. Personality plus and 1. This week, Nick got together with one of the Broncos' most explosive weapons.
I think everybody has seen, they haven't seen me, fully yet.
KJ Hamler feels misunderstood, so I wanted to take the time to get to know him better.
Is there anything that might surprise people to learn about you?
I don't know, besides I'm a goofball. Coming to the stage, Jerry Jeudy. Now, welcome to Sugar Baby Sugar Factory, you know what I'm saying? So we look. I don't like how that one sounds. They say Tiger Blood. Why you didn't do the cotton candy? Because you weird. Nobody do cotton candy.
I think we get that.
Yeah, I think,
Have you picked up anything over the last year, like a quarantine habit or like a new hobby, anything like that?
When I was back home for a little bit training, me and my boys like to go roller skating.
No, not roller derby. Ah, that's more like it.
If you ever seen the movie ATL or Roll Bounce, that's how we kind of do, make the lines, do all the tricks. I'm still, like we used to do when we were younger, I kind of lost a little bit, so I'm trying to gain it back. So I got my own personal skates, stuff like that. And like when we bored, like, hey, y'all want to go to the skating ring? Let's go.
Hamler reconnected with the groovy art of roller skating. But this ain't all fun and games.
It's a workout too. Like, don't get me wrong, skating is a workout. That's cardio right there. I'm telling you, your back get tight. If you don't got no ankle stability and all that stuff, because we don't fall. Like, we do not fall. Like, number 1 rule, do not fall in the skating ring.
There you have it, folks. KJ Hamler.
Now that I'm more comfortable with the game and understand the concepts, I understand this offense more, I can be myself, play like myself, play faster, stuff like that. So you're gonna get a lot of touchdowns out of me this year and a lot of laughs.
Coming Coming up after the break, Champ Bailey, Aqib Talib, and a few other Broncos alumni teamed up with FanDuel for a one-of-a-kind fan fest at Empower Field at Mile High. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to Broncos Country Connected. FanDuel, an official sports betting partner of the Denver Broncos, hosted a once-in-a-lifetime experience for fans at Empower Field at Mile High on Sunday. From a cornhole challenge to a quarterback competition of sorts, fans had plenty of opportunities to place their bets on some of their favorite Broncos alumni.
We got our first ever FanDuel Fan Fest event, first event of its kind. It's a unique experience for players and fans to come out and engage with sports in a whole new way. We have a way for us to kind of take on different sports challenges. We have cool things like autographed Broncos memorabilia, footballs, helmets, jerseys. Just a great time where they can kind of engage with the fans, have a nice intimate setting, and just make it a really cool, fun, Bronco-centric experience.
I can see the excitement that the fans have, though. They're excited to be back out, mingling and talking ball and being around players and getting ready for the season. I think that football is a big part of this town here, and so for them to not be able to go to the games and only to be able to watch on TV, and to feel the difference that was like it was weird to have no fans in the stands, and the players were going through with tests, and just the whole uneasiness of what we were all going through as a society around the world. I think football will be a nice release and relief for some of these fans to come back out and be a part of it.
My family still lives in Denver. I'm back in Miami now, but I love the fan base. I love coming out here. The city's amazing. Just getting excited about the season, finally being able to have, full stadiums of fans. I can see the excitement.
First of all, I do a lot of work with FanDuel, so, got the call, and it's for the Broncos fans, so I was going to do that.
Honestly, kind of want to be back in Denver, come check it out. Be here for the fans, of course. Get out, get back, see some familiar faces, come have a little fun. I don't know if it's a football thing, but when you play here or play ball, period, but it's like a little block bond. You stay in touch with guys. Some of those guys are some of my toughest competitors too. Aqib and Champ. Whew. Practice and going to get.
The Broncos have been phenomenal the whole way through the process here. It's, this is my first kind of event like this and a partnership like this on a level. We're new in sportsbook in, the state of Denver and state of Colorado. So it's been really cool to see these guys, go head to head and really engage with both fans and each other and get a cool, unique experience they haven't seen before.
Well, it's clear those guys enjoyed getting to spend some time with their former teammates and fellow Broncos alumni on Sunday. And all throughout training camp, Steve Atwater had a similar opportunity. As host of Training Camp Live, the Hall of Famer invited a few other big-name Broncos to join him to give their analysis of this current team while also sharing some stories from their playing days. As we wrap things up here on Broncos Country Connected, we leave you with some laughs shared between legends.
You also mentioned Desean Williams.
Yes.
You like what you saw from him last year?
I do, because, when you look at guys with the last name of Williams, that something great can happen.
Here we go.
The one thing that I took away from training camps was when I went to training camp, I always tried to go to training camp like I didn't know anything.
I like the option route where I can go in or out or sit, if it's zoned. Just give me the option to go out there and break them off a piece of that Kit Kat bar, and then we just go. Stop playing with me.
And one thing I love about playing receiver is you don't need to tell somebody when you're wrong. Everybody knows because the ball hit the ground.
Right.
If the ball hit your hands and hit the ground, that's the part that everybody sees.
If I was Ed Donatel looking at this secondary group, all I want to know is that my guys can catch it when it's thrown to them. Literally.
Try to make fun of me?
No, I'm not making fun of you.
And I think the big, nice throw there. Nice throw. See what I'm saying? Ooh, I see that.
What do you guys normally, what are the offensive linemen normally doing back there? They're not going against defensive linemen right now.
Yeah, right. Right now it looks like they're taking a water break. We got this country club training camp going on.
We used to be dead tired in between practice. We just had to go back to the dorm room and take a nap. I don't know if you took a nap or not. I did.
Excuse me? I'm the king of naps. I'm the king of naps.
Of course, if I see, okay, you could have pressed it a little bit longer here, but hey, remember that backer's gonna do this and that. You're gonna share that information, right? And you do it in the games as well. When I'm out there and I'm saying, hey, they're flowing this hard, you probably have a chance to cut back. You got to give that information for you guys. I mean, for the success of the team. So, for sure, I'm definitely telling them.
I like that. I like that. Now, it's not all the time the case in competitive situations. I would not give my trade secrets away.
We got to tell Alfred Williams, you know, he's got to be more team friendly.
He said no?
He says they got to pay him for his
Oh, my God. That's funny.
Alfred tried to keep it on.
Yeah. I'm like, bro, you don't want to die with all that.
Alfred's selfish, man.